Hey there, friend. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. I hope you are doing fab. We're checking in for your energies, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what is going on as we're connecting to this full moon energy in Aries and see what Spirit has for you as a major theme. Let's connect in. Thank you, Spirit, for our wonderful friends. If you're new here, welcome. It's awesome to connect. Now, a lot of you may not know that I've been doing a lot of energy work and things like that since 2002. I'd say, got into this stuff. More so like channeling intuitive work, and then, connected more into the oracle cards and things like that. And these tools are great to use to connect into the energy. And as we know, energy is fluid, so things can change quite rapidly. So let's connect in right now and see what is happening and how we can support your journey. So anxiety, the sun, broken heart, blossoming abundance, woman holding a heart. This is awesome, Pisces. Okay, this is really telling us here that if you have been feeling a bit challenged around a situation, if something has been troubling you, if you've also, gaining some clarity, had some hurts, whatever that may be, it's also letting us know that there is healing going on. There is transformation going on. To have the sun in between this anxiety and broken heart and then blossoming abundance, it's allowing you to, one, I think, recognize how far you've come, recognize that what you're experiencing is, it's a part of us that we get to identify and explore, sometimes of what we don't want and what we're not willing to participate in anymore. We know how we don't want to feel. We also then become clearer on the things that we actually do desire, that actually allow us to feel connected. And when things light up that feel good, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm in the right place. This feels good to me, right? When you're in a place of anxiety, you're not feeling good, wherever that is, or whatever information that you're taking on, hearing, listening to, or a situation. So be mindful of your energy when you are letting go, how you are feeling about a situation. I just love this, whatever you are healing from. I think you're really identifying parts of self, in addition to parts of self, the potential. Not sure what happened there. It just stopped. Okay. So, as I was saying, like wherever that you're heading next and the realization that's coming through from a situation you've been in, I think you're learning, what comes after the hurt. They say sometimes, when we're down at our lowest, there's only one way to go, and it's up. And I feel this is what's happening. There's something that is showing up or coming into alignment that is awakening here for you after some hurts. But I think you're identifying, like I said, more and more the things that you want to participate in, that you want to engage in, how you want to feel. So this is pretty significant, I think, one, from a self-awareness perspective, but just trusting in your body and how you feel in certain situations. And as you navigate that, sometimes we're just not going to know, right? The future, we don't know. What we get to do is participate. We get to navigate. We get to connect into it, and we get to, envision what that future looks like, what it feels like, and do our best to work towards that. But we've got to be also, I think, willing and able to connect into the energy and the frequency of those things. And also, like, listen. I think this is a big part of listening to ourselves and, to what Spirit is asking us, to what God is asking us, to where we're feeling led, and enjoy the journey along with it, and be okay with having boundaries within yourself, but also, go and flow with it, go and journey with it, go and experience it. And I think this is what is awakening more and more within you, is to go and explore an experience, because if you're not in the experience, it's very hard to be in such a blossoming abundant state or engage in receiving those things if you're not playing with it, not having fun with it. And I feel the more that you are playing and the more that you're having fun and the more you're engaging in it and just allowing all these wonderful things to show up, that's when it happens. And I know sometimes we can say, well, I've been waiting and I've been waiting and I've been waiting. Okay, what are you doing differently? Mindset, actions, activities, or you're staying in the same spot hoping things change, So sometimes there's that little bit of, sometimes we've got to look at. And sometimes we need time to ourselves. Sometimes we need time to really figure out parts of ourselves, but sometimes the only way to do it is doing it, through it, playing with it, experiencing it, because that's where the journey and the magic happens. So whatever this is happening, I feel, again, because Aries is a lot about, the first house, Aries, is a lot about our individuality and how we look and express ourselves out into the world. So this is kind of this new version with this full moon. It's like the word it's given me is shattering. So, shattering a perception you had of yourself, shattering certain parts of yourself. So, kind of like a shed, but I feel like you've had this shield over you, protecting yourself for so long, of how you may be seen, of, that everything is good, and a little bit of a facade, and not, again, in a bad way. I think it's just part of your protective safe space, to help keep going. And now it's kind of like you're using the hurts, or you're using the challenges that you've had to really amplify yourself forward. And that's this new, like, rising of the Phoenix energy, right? Rising of the Phoenix energy, that rebirth that's happening. And that's what I see is occurring here. And it's something that's infusing you with great depth, great love, and great care for wherever you're going next, whatever it is, that thing that's engaging you. So I really, really love that. All right. Let's go a little bit deeper and see what else Spirit wants you to know. So far, though, I mean, this is beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So I think this is going to be a nice full moon energy. I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to be too, how do I say it? Not heavy, so to speak, because full moon is about releasing, but I feel like it might just be more realization, this awareness, and just even noticing different parts of ourselves that, I don't know, you kind of have found again, doing those things that get you excited again. I remember when I got divorced, I had a friend ask me, and it was really weird, about, my hobbies and things that I like to do. And if I say, oh, well, it's just, well, for me, family time is really important. I love being with my family and I enjoy my work. But then I was like thinking about, what are all the things that I used to really do that I never used to do? I used to love being part of wine clubs and wine tasting. I like the science behind it, and, trying to work with the flavors, and just the art of wine, and, things like that. It's like, well, what is it that you like to do? I love dancing. I used to salsa dance a lot. So I've been doing a lot more dancing and things like that. So it's finding those things, and it's just such joy when I'm in it and when I'm doing it. And then you get to meet people and connect with people who do those things. And sometimes, it's outside your comfort zone when you're doing these things by yourself, but or you bring some friends along, or see if there's someone willing and able to join the journey. But there's just a new life that invokes, right? And I think that's kind of what you're being asked to do, as part of that, is like, what lights you up. Some of you might love to paint. Some of you might love to write music. Some of you might like to write a book. You might like to garden. You might like to, I don't know. Like, it can be so different. Some of you might like to crochet, knit. Some of you might like to organize, and you're maybe a massive organizer, whether it's in the home or, something of that nature, and you like doing it for other people. I don't know. Like, there's just so many things. And it's what lights you up. It's not about anybody else, right? All right. So as we're diving in deeper, so you could be a bit challenged right now, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. You could be challenged right now about a step that you're taking forward, okay? And challenged, anxiety. What if we change the word anxiety to excited? Or a little bit nervous and excited versus anxiety. I know, it's the words that we use, right? I think I'm a little bit excited and a little bit nervous. Oh my God, I'm freaking out, or I'm really worried about this. Like, it's stressing me out so bad. Like, how do we reframe? I think sometimes is really important. Okay. And understanding why we're feeling what we're feeling. But I think I'm taking this more so that you've been in a position that you're making a change, and this change with this full energy is one that is to where you're feeling led to go, where you're feeling called to be, where you feel like that's the life force that you need to move forward. And interestingly, we do have the Six of Emotions and the Ace of Voices here. So there is some truth and clarity and some understanding around a situation that is either familiar or you'll feel very connected to at some point through your life. Okay. But I like this because whatever it is that you're doing here, there's change happening. There's no doubt there's change happening. There's something that you're doing that is really setting a path forward for you, and you're heading in a different direction. Some of you may be traveling towards someone, or going to experience something else. You may be dealing with an air energy. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. But it's something too, you could be getting, I don't know, I was going to say professional help for some of you. I'm not sure what that is particularly, and why that's coming up, but you could be dealing with some form of legalities as well with this Muse of Voices. I don't know why that's coming in, but for some reason it's wanting me to mention that. That was really odd. But yeah, it could be around a marriage or a commitment or some contractual obligation, but you could be entering and moving into one. Okay, with this Three of Inspiration, because the Three of Inspiration is talking about you're moving forward and moving into a new place and stepping into it. You're actually going to do. You're in the point of, this is the tipping point of stepping into something new. And it just seems whatever that is, it's gonna, like the Hierophant is one that is kind of tradition, of spiritual engagement. I feel it's very open energy and very connected energy. So there's something here that you're doing that seems very clear, makes sense to you, and you feel very connected to it. It could be around a connection for some of you if you're traveling to go see someone, or if you're feeling called to partner with someone, if it's got to do with some form of work. I just feel like someone or a situation or a person that you're dealing with, I do get this high intellect, someone who's very sharp, very on things, the way that they're quite thoughtful, like they think, they're a thinker. So I'm not sure who this is particularly, but I'm seeing some movement here around this, but you could also be getting advice from someone is what I'm sensing. So I'm not sure what that is about particularly, but that's what the energy seems like is coming through. But it's also doing things that you've perhaps wanted to do for some time. This is not, it's like you're revisiting a dream or revisiting a connection or revisiting some part of yourself that had depth, meaning, and you're reflected on. It's like, now's the time. It's like, yeah, now's the time is just what I hear. Let's get more on this Fool energy. The Chariot. Yeah, look at this movement. There's definitely movement here. Okay, let's get a little bit more, see where this is going. Six of Emotions. Page of Materials. Ace of Voices. Nice. 10 of Materials. I like that. Three of Inspiration. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Okay. Muse of Voices. Three of Voices. Four of Materials. Three of Materials. We'll dive in, obviously, to see what this is all about. And then the Hierophant. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so there's something that's deepening here. And then you got the Devil in the bottom. Okay. It's a bit similar to a little bit of readings that have been coming out lately, especially in the extended when we start looking underneath things. Okay. Let's start here and then we'll dive in a little more. Just being mindful of how long this one is. Okay. So the Four with the Chariot. Yeah, there's something here that's moving forward. I don't know, again, if you're jumping in the deep end on something, but this feels really good, whatever you're doing. But maybe that was a part of you getting outside your comfort zone. The more that you get into it, the freer it becomes, the easier it becomes. But it seems like there's something coming in and offer an opportunity that could be related to your past, or like I said, that you're wanting to explore to see the potential or possibility of something. So I don't know if this is you putting something out there, or someone is presenting you with something that feels connected or you trust from your past. There's something that you trust about it, okay? What's interesting though is that for some reason it comes up about a situation that you've experienced before. So I'm not sure exactly what this is about or what comes through. There seems to be a little bit of loss here in between, but I do feel like you're evolving from this. But it could be that this part or this, whatever comes in from your past, could again, just highlight little bits and pieces of the healing process for you, and things that you become to learn and understand more about yourself, or even more about your family, which could be, this could be like ancestral things, like even being like healed, like your change, the change that you're making, that this is healing, because this is healing energy, right? Especially with the sun and the blossoming abundance. This is talking about the healing process to where you're getting to what you're moving through. But in between it, you know, sometimes we do revisit those parts of ourselves, and especially with the full moon, that could be exactly what you're releasing. But for some of you, I feel this is some family ties or some family, I don't know, like, you know, some ancestral things that maybe you're breaking down, not realizing it as well, like underneath this. But again, whatever this is and wherever you're going, I feel you're going to be more connected and more grounded into a place around this 10 of materials that feels just super supportive. It's like you're gaining something here that is allowing you, or you feel you're in the right place to succeed. You're in the right place to make something happen that feels really right. And you're moving forward. That's what I like here, is that you continue to keep moving forward. Interestingly, with this Knight of Emotions, there is something coming up around the way someone is feeling about something. We do have the Seven of Voices and the Three of Materials here, okay, that came out with the Knight of Emotions. So maybe someone didn't do something right and you did learn about it, and maybe there's going to be a conversation about it. I do feel here, because you also had the Four of Materials as well, with this Three of Swords and then the Three of Emotions. So similar energy came out. Yeah, I feel in yesterday's read. Someone just may have some form of activity that they engage in that they don't share with you. Maybe they are a little bit depressed, or they do get a little bit obsessive around certain situations. It's something unhealthy, I feel, from a mindset perspective or an emotional perspective, because you've got the moon and the Four of Emotions. The Four of Emotions is like being disconnected. And the moon is kind of too, like, a little bit hidden energy. And when you've got the devil with it, it's like someone is hiding things that they may be experiencing, and it's something to do with the truth of either a reason that someone wasn't talking to you. Because I know I have people tell me sometimes, or ask me, you know, intuitively, you know, to connect in sometimes of their situation of, like, this person just disappeared, like, why? And I'm not talking like love interest, I'm talking friendships, and it's like upsetting for that person. And I'm like, have you ever thought it's got nothing to do with you, right? If someone is in a shameful situation, or in a situation where their life is crumbling down, the last thing they want to do is go tell everybody what's going on. And it's sometimes that's people in a process, they're going into that hermit mode, but also into that holy shit mode, and they're hurt, they're broken themselves, and sometimes people don't know how to reach out for help, and they're trying to navigate it and do it on their own. And a lot of the time it can be shame-based, and I think sometimes we forget that as part of the journey. But there's something here about a situation with this three of inspiration and this knight of emotions, that someone is coming in and wanting to move things forward or feeling very connected around something. It's also to, it's coming across though, however, something about building. Someone might be very set in the way of doing something. So just be mindful of that. I'm just getting a little bit of a red flag, but a little bit of a red flag doesn't necessarily mean to can it. It's open up the can. Look what's in it. Ask some questions. Again, the consistency, the way someone shows up, the way is going to be important. The behavior behind it, it's going to be important. So this could be a past energy that's coming in, because I have noticed that over a little bit this week. A past energy may come in to apologize, to tell you what happened, and it's after you've made this significant change and this significant step forward, okay? So they may come in to tell you what they've done or how they're feeling, or apologize that they've hurt you because of a third party situation. So that can be some of you. They may, tell you too that they want to come in and rebuild potentially, because they don't want to let you go. That's going to be some situation for some of you. For another, for parts of you that are embarking on a new journey and choosing not to engage with an ex or have anything to do with an ex, but you've got a new energy in your life, naturally the residue piece, and we talk about this often. So there can be something exciting that's coming in, that it's like you've recognized there could be a situation, an opportunity that feels a really good place to build, that you can see a very strong future there, whatever that is. And you're choosing to move forward with that. This, like I said, there's care here, there's depth here with something that's coming in. You may be a little extra cautious of the way that you build and grow upon this, because again, you want to do this right. You may be looking at too, and I'm going to get another one for this Seven of Swords energy, but it just seems that there's something here around, I just keep hearing wanting to get it right, the right intentions. I think too, just be careful as well when people show up a certain way of trying to control situations, because the Four of Materials, while it can be holding on to something or not wanting to let go of something, it can also be the way that someone wants something to be built and created that could be a little, again, I'm just getting a little bit dominating energy or a little bit unhealthy energy of how something needs to be, and that could be raising a flag for you, and can absolutely be red flag to start looking a little bit deeper. This could be part of you too, not ready to build yet with someone. Okay, so this seems to be around a commitment already that you don't know about. See, there's something here about that. Share more on what this is. The Star, share more. Eight of Wands. Anything else we need to know? Okay, so we've got the Star energy, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So, yeah, it just seems here two parts. This could either be about someone that is keeping something from you about a marriage or another partnership of some kind. For a lot of you, I feel that this person may have strong feelings for you, or may want to make a pretty significant commitment, because they feel like, well, I've met you. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you. Like, this connection means something to me. I want to build. I want to grow on it. But it could be their approach seems a little bit like, what? You know what I mean? So their approach, they may be like withdrawing or acting a little bit odd, and it could be because maybe they feel I've met my person, and it seems it could be early, or it could be out of nowhere that you're not expecting it. But it's, this person, this is not just a person that, you've met for 5 minutes online is asking you to marry him. I mean, gosh, if it is, then that's like I talked about, right? But this feels like someone that or someone that you're getting to know. They could have, just like I said, deep feelings, and they want to let you know, I do not want to lose you. I want this connection. I want to take this to the next level. So that could be very much what's going on. But initially, maybe their behavior is causing you a little bit of, what are you doing? Like, again, I just feel like there might be some silly behavior from someone here. What else do we need to know about? I'm just going to keep using this deck. What else do we need to know about this Three of Voices? That's a lot. I don't want all of them. Okay. All right. So we've got the Judgment energy, the Three of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Empress. And I know, guys, sometimes, the information I share here, I don't know if you really know my background with my master in neurolinguistics, a lot around psychology and my studies in couple therapy with Gottman. So, all this advice is general advice, and some will be specifically around that. I'm channeling in intuitive. So if a message is coming through, that's a message that is meant for someone here. I do want to serve this with love. I want you to be the happiest and greatest version of yourself. And sometimes we don't have that friend or person to really give us it straight and how things or situations are. So I really hope, anything that I share here, it's ultimately it's for the betterment. Advice is for free. I think it's pretty cool that people can share information. Your situation is going to be unique to you. I think take what resonates is most important here, and trust yourself. Just really trust yourself, trust spirit, trust your higher power. You will not let yourself down if you're listening. But this is not an easy journey for any of us, right? Nothing is perfect, and the only way we learn is through the process, through the journey. So I just want to put that caveat in there, because everything I share here is with care and with love and to best support your journey. The Three of Voices is coming through that, again, there's this movement forward here after some hurt. So this is just reaffirming that whatever decision you've made in your life, or the decision or a situation that has broken down, that has, hurt and pierced your heart in some way, that has, challenged you on trying to understand why someone would do something or carry out a certain way. That's past energy. It feels past energy. So that past energy, you're evolving, and something happened in the past to support where you're going today. So I feel this is a catalyst that is putting you into connection with something pretty powerful as you move forward. The Three of Wands, like I said, is this movement of you knowing where you're going, and you're heading that way. You're going on a bit of adventure. The Two of Wands with the Empress is also talking about a potential partnership that's coming in, that's going to put you in a significant position. You've also got Blossoming Abundance, which is number 3. We know the Empress is number 3. So there's something pretty fruitful, amazing, connected coming towards you. So this is actually really good. I know we don't want to hurt, and I know we don't want to be in those situations, but this is actually a really supportive energy to show you that you are breaking through this, and you're taking in, this is what I love, is you're taking in whatever's coming to you and where you're feeling called. And this is like a huge part of that's going to support your journey, this growth, potentially new love, a new connection, and a new partnership, in terms of whatever that means or looks like for you. Let's just get some final advice here with the Hierophant and the Three of Emotions and what we want to do. I think some of you are going to get a proposal. Yeah. With this Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, the Sun. So whatever you're connecting to or partnering with or coming into connection with, you've got the Sun twice on here. You've got the King of Swords, twice on here. And you've got the Empress energy twice showing up here, and the Hierophant. So there's something about a commitment, a destination, a place that you're heading to, that while initially this has moved through slowly, perhaps, and as you've been moving through, I feel like whoever's moving forward here, or the things that you're doing, it's a very mindfully calculated approach. Whoever's making this choice and connection or moving forward to express this, they're doing it purposefully, intently, because it matters. They want to get and build a foundation right, and they want to know that where they're heading is what is meant, not just like, yes, for you, but for them, right? Because all of us want to move forward knowing we're doing the right thing for ourselves in our best interest. And this is what is showing up here. And I feel there's something really wonderful coming into your life, if it hasn't already, that is just kind of going to, I don't know, it's the words give me is blow your socks off. So I love that. I love that for you. and whatever's coming in. It's something to celebrate. It's something to awaken, explore, and experience at full level, right? This is full level embracing, feeling it, feeling the power of it, and just the experience. So I really love that for you. And like I said, someone could be keeping something to themselves, but it could be how deeply that they feel for you. They may be coming across right now or showing you that they don't care, but I don't know. There seems to be a lot of care here, right? It ends up with the 10 of emotions. So someone I feel is hiding how they're feeling or not expressing it fully. And maybe they just don't know how to, they've got to work through their own feelings. But it could be too that they're just like so hot for you. I don't know. But had fun with it. I'll catch you later. Bye.